Okay, it's on. I'm playing. Hello, everyone. I am back again after 6 months. Yeah. Well, I told y'all niggas I was gonna upload when I wanted to, so it is what it is. Anyways, how are y'all doing? Um, I'm doing alright. I ain't gonna lie, it's been one hell of a year. This video, honestly, I'm just recapping on, what's been happening. And your nigga got a chair. So, yeah, your boy's gonna be in here, gonna be in this chair for a good minute, you know what I'm saying? I got a record player over there. I got some new clothes and shit for Christmas, and not only that, for the niggas that don't know, your boy got a tattoo. Yes, sir. Eyes of Horus. I'm going to dive into some more spirituality, tattoos and all that, and just getting more tattoos. I might get a hand tattoo, honestly. A hand tattoo would be tough on me. I don't know, but yeah, this, like I said, this video is going to be just me recapping on what's been happening, especially for the past 6 months, and just honestly, man, 2025 was just something. Especially with our current fuck ass president. It's just been a lot. It's been hell, man. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just been crazy, gang. We talking about from the nigga nuking Nigeria not too long ago, and then what's happening in Sudan, Congo, Palestine. Free all of them. Free all of them. It's just been a lot, man. It's been a lot happening. I guess to start, bro, honestly, everything started to happen at the end of the year. When I think 2025, when I got my job and shit. Or actually, no, I was still working. No, I was still working when I posted that last video. But ever since the end of year party, or after 2024 ended, and then 2025 began, a lot has started. A lot was going great. I was saving a lot of money. I was able to for the holidays, for those holidays, I was able to get my mom some gifts, give my brother some gifts. I was able to do a lot, especially back then. A little bit off topic. I keep losing my nose ring. I gotta find a new one, or I gotta keep finding it every time. I gotta find a new one anyway. Anyways, yeah, bro, everything was good when in 2020 for my life personally. It was okay until I turned 23. I recently turned 23 in October. Before I turned 23, though, I got my first credit card. I was getting I was trying to find my career job. I was trying to do a lot, and unfortunately, most of it didn't go to plan. And especially with me, doing content and all that, I've always I still want to do content, man. And I will sit here and say I do have a plan to actually at least get some content in, whether that's with me with a new job, and I'll talk about that later, me getting a new job, or just posting content about me being in the gym content is coming soon. It is coming soon. I just need to get one piece of equipment, and then I should be good. But yeah, it's just been a lot, especially in terms of mental health. Bro, I was always take care of your mental health, y'all. Irregardless, I don't care what it is. I don't care where you're at. Always take care of yourself. remember that you do matter. But anyways, I guess now I'll talk about, me turning 23. After I turned 23, what I'm saying, I had my tattoo, let that heal up. And bro, after a week, after that week, my birthday on October 9th, on October 16th, my aunt died. That was really, really hard. And I was actually before I turned before I turned 23, I did have a video. It was going to be about masculinity. Still debating on making it, but I made it, and the thing is, I didn't like what I was doing. I didn't like how it was ran. I didn't like anything of it, so I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing it. So I'll still probably plan on doing it. I don't know when, but hopefully I'll catch up to it. But anyways, and that's the other thing too about, with content creating. Like, I realized there is so many people, especially in our age, like, we're always trying to be vulnerable, get it, but I will sit here and say we trauma dump a little too much. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I try with most of my content before and now, like, I try to keep everything brief as possible. And there was times where I honestly said a little bit too much. I ain't gonna lie, but like, it's okay to be vulnerable, but it's not okay for you to just. I just don't think with trauma dumping, like, it's like, my nigga, nobody asked. But the thing is, here's the thing. I ain't gonna say that it's not good. That it's not good for you to, explain how you feel, or just to talk about your life. It's not bad. When it gets bad when you start saying, like, for example, like a lot of podcasts nowadays, like, especially with male podcasts, like, some of these niggas be genuinely villains. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And the thing is, that's not who I am. I don't, I don't live for the internet as much, but I don't want to expose everything. I don't want to expose my damn self. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where things start to take a turn for the worst. And it's like, honestly, bro, like, I ain't trying to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay for you to have an opinion, but, like, sometimes some opinions need to just be off camera. But like I said, that's neither here or there. I'm still going to be vulnerable. I'm still going to be myself. I'm still going to be authentic. I'm still going to watch what I say. I'm always trying to watch what I say. And I'm always up for constructive criticism. I don't know if I told y'all, but, like, I have an OG. I technically have a mentor. The nigga always tells me the truth. Nigga he will never not sugarcoat anything for me. So, I'm used to constructive criticism, and yeah, in terms of that aspect. But back to what I was saying, because I went off a little bit, my bad. But with my aunt dying, man, like, I recently went into a new gym, private gym. I stopped going commercial and started taking, I want to take my fitness more seriously. Like, right here, I'll show my body right now, which I kind of don't like. I ain't gonna lie. I've always had body dysmorphia. I've always never liked my body like that. Now, not sitting here saying that I didn't lose a lot of weight for no reason. Like, I've always maintained a good, like, shape of myself as much as I can. But, like, there'd be, like, with my aunt's death, like, nigga, bro, I think this isn't my first death that I experienced in the family, but with my great-great-grandma passing, like, she was 98, I believe. And bro, like, that's longevity. Like, when it comes to death, that is honestly a huge, That is the biggest closure that you can get. Them passing from old age, that is a beautiful thing at the same time as well. Unfortunately, my aunt died in her 50s, and that's the thing. Like, and this was either a day after or a day before D'Angelo died. I was like, nigga, I am sick. I am sick, bro. You talking about a legend, a neo soul legend, died right at either after or before my aunt's death. Like, bro, I was so sick. I was so sick. And just after that, like, I was like, yo, oh my god. And I was trying to go to the gym when my tattoo was while my tattoo was healing, which I shouldn't have. But bro, I just went in. I saw my mom just burst into tears, bro, and my aunt was an important person in my life. Now I'm not gonna look. I love my family, but I'm gonna always tell the truth, and of course not everything. Unfortunately, she had a history of addiction, and she had HIV, and she didn't take her pills as much, and later on down the line, she had multiple strokes. She had to get a tube feeding multiple times, and it was it just all accumulated to now, and rest in peace to her, man. I've always, loved that woman. She was always taking care of me, and even when she was living with my grandfather at the time, near in the same building complex. But yeah, bro. And then after that, I had issues with my mom, in her relationship. Like, our relationship, me and her relationship, we're good. But unfortunately, with my mentor and her, like, they had like a lot. They had like a huge argument, and I was in the gym too. They had a huge argument, and I had to basically stay at the gym until it was safe to come back home. And bro, like, it was just a scene, man. And luckily that day, my OG, or slash my mentor, I'm gonna call him my OG, he cleared the air, and at the end of the day, it was all good from there. But that still kind of traumatized me, because it was just a scene. I recently quit my job too, to pursue my career. I said, fuck this job. And I said, I'm just going to go ahead and deal with what I'm dealing with. Sorry, I lost train of thought, bro. My homegirl just texted me. But, what was I talking about? Damn, I lost my train of thought. That's crazy. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, yeah, I was talking about my job. Yeah, I'm pursuing. Yeah, the job that I worked at. No, like, nigga, I was doing 3 positions. I was the janitor, the backup janitor. I was the back room. And I was in back room, basically stock, and I was doing markdowns. Bro, no fucking way. And I didn't get paid not nilch. I only got paid pennies of a dollar, gang. And I was not going to see none of that money. And it was no point of being full-time, because, I mean, if you're full-time, you don't get a raise, and it's like, what the fuck? And not only that, management just went to shit, and, like, every day we were just being stalked on. And that's the thing that I genuinely will say, like, this year, I want to be independent, like, all over. Like, I want to be independent. I want to be on my own, like on my own at some point. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to work, work a stable job. I want to be able to make beats and, actually make beats, because I'm really trying to make beats, bro. But I ain't gonna lie. That's a process. But, yeah, bro, like I'm literally trying to do I'm just trying to be independent, not have niggas tell me what to do as much, and just, live my life, bro. And enjoy it. Like I don't think, as people we should have to be beat down every single day just to fulfill something that isn't going to be fulfilled. And then, they start bickering, they start fucking nagging your ear, and then, you're wrong when you call them out on their bullshit, or they don't say nothing. And that's just not cool. Like in terms of job, in terms of friendships, relationships, this goes for everyone. Like, don't ever let somebody don't ever let nobody just tell you what to do, or just, like basically beat you down, metaphorically beat you down. And, and then, they take advantage of your work ethic. They take advantage of you. And that's one thing, like, that I ain't standing for. And especially disrespect in the workplace, like, fuck no. I'm not dealing with that, like, that's going to be cut and gone, bro. Like, and that's the other thing too. I realized with me, like, conflict, like I'm good at it when I'm calm, but I still, I still talk my shit, and I still say what I need to say, what needs to be said. That's when, like, especially with conflict, like I realized too, it's more peaceful, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and keep being disrespected, nor am I going to sit here and just take some bullshit. Now, when it comes to the game, when it comes to friends, when it comes to, just banter and just joking around, that's one thing. But when it comes to, like, but here's the thing though, sometimes it just goes too far. And the thing is, that's where it's like, okay, I ain't gonna sit there and just take all that. That's just disrespectful. And of course, that's when I actually go ahead and say something to them personally, or something like that. And now it's like, honestly, I get why people, I understand why people, not create conflict, but like they're okay with conflict, because I'm telling you, it's the most peaceful thing ever. And especially when you stand up to yourself as a woman, as a man, non-binary, trans, femboy, whatever. Like, it's very peaceful that way. And that's something that I'm definitely going to do more, because, I'm not going to sit, like, ever since I was a kid, like, I've always just took shit from people, and I've always been, like, bullied and just, spat on, like, whatever, like, from other people, like, I'm older now. It's like, nah, I'd rather die than just take bullshit from people, that goes anywhere you go, and I'm gonna keep this brief. I don't want to, out of respect for the other person, unfortunately, a woman that I really did like, unfortunately, we departed. I'm gonna keep it, like I said, I'm gonna keep it brief for the respect for the other person. It's just that they weren't feeling it, or they didn't feel like themselves that they were ready, and we just split ways. That honestly hurt, but it's okay, because I can't, like I said, something that I can't control, and something that they want to fix for themselves, and that's completely fine. But like I said, just keeping that brief. And honestly, that was the cherry on top, man. That, like, and then on top of that, with my granddad being, like, near death, like, with my grandfather, being near death, it's like, holy shit. Holy shit, man. this year has been really a hell of a year, man. But 2026 is definitely going to get better. Because of like I was mentioning my weight earlier, I didn't tell you. I want to participate in the bodybuilding competition. Now, I'm doing this with no help. The only help that I got is AI. That's it. That's it. The only help that I got is AI and just research and just doing research. Not researching with AI, actually going on the website and actually researching studies. I wanted to get that clear. Not just AI now. We ain't lazy over here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't lazy over here. We use AI to enhance our work, not use it as the work, or not use it as something that, that can be a final product. That's lazy. Don't do that shit. Use it as a tool, not your final product. Anyways, but yeah, I'm probably going to be, I've realized like a lot of things too, especially when I went to the private gym, like, there's just so much that I've learned in a matter of a few months being there. And it's like, yeah, bro. Yeah, I definitely do want to participate. I was 217 when I was 225 when I started, and then I was down to 217, so I was down a few pounds. I was doing good, and then my aunt died, and then that's where the weight gain started to come back. Right now I'm definitely 230. I'm definitely 230. The last time I checked, I was 228.6, but I know I'm 230 right now. So I'm gonna just say 230 or like 228.6. And I'm gonna do it like I did years ago. Like, if people don't know, I used to have an account where I'd always like post, my progress. Or I'd always post my progress on my main page on Instagram. By the way, follow me on Instagram if you're new. And just overall, I just want to have a body that I know that I've obtained. Not sitting here saying that I've never lost weight. I've lost over 70 pounds in a matter of 2 years. And the lowest I've ever touched was 175. But honestly, I don't want to focus on the scale. I want to focus on my body more than the scale, because looking at the scale can be very it can definitely like ruin me mentally in a way, because it's like, why am I doing this? But in reality, the scale is just data. Remember that the scale is just data. And your body will show the real work that you've done. I will sit here and say it's gonna be hard. Of course it is, but honestly, I'm gonna be spamming very simple meals. It's not the workouts that I'm struggling with. Well, soon I'm gonna struggle with that, because if I get my job, I'm gonna put in the universe when I get my HVAC job, and that's the career that I'm going for. When I get my trade job, it's definitely going to be hard, but I'm definitely going to be spamming chicken and rice every day. And just other simple meals that I can think of, and posting my progress after 3 months. I don't want to do it weekly or monthly. I want to do it every 3 months. But yeah. Anyways, felt like this video is a little too long, but it is what it is. More videos to come. They will be coming. I just need a plan, of course, and I just need to plan it at a time. But it still stands. I will still upload whenever I want to. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Peace.